Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game? My name is Christine, and this is our March update. Now, I am still at Disney, and so that's why the sound may not be as good, the lighting may not be as good, because I'm just here by myself trying to make this little video for you. So, last month I told you how I was bringing all these games to play, and I was going to have a great time playing games. Well, I have played 2 games. Before coming here, we played 2 games twice. So in February, I played a total of 6 games. So that isn't very good traveling game playing, is it now? So anyway, I've just been so busy. Gemma had come for 11 days, and I just haven't really had time to pull out those games to play them. So that is my stat. 6 whole games for the month of February. So now I'm going to just do, and in case you missed it last month, what we featured on the channel. And so we had Meadow, the adventure book, Trekking the World, that's the 2nd edition that just came out from Kickstarter, Myrtle, the board game, so if you like the book, you might want to check out the game, Intarsia, the Obsession Characters expansion. I go through everything that's included in the expansion. Banania, it's a really fun card game with cats that live in bananas. Flower Fields is a tile placement game. Tea Garden, this is one of my new favorite games. You really want to check it out. It has a lot of really great strategy to it. Then I did top 10 games to take traveling, which, didn't quite work out for me. But if you are traveling and like to play games, you might want to check that one out. And I did a walkthrough video of my local game store, 401 Games. So when it comes to news, I think the biggest news item right now is just the tariffs that were put on by the US to China, because that's affecting a lot of Kickstarters because they've already collected their money, and now these small companies have to pay an additional 10% tariffs on these games they're getting in. And so with board games, there's a really small line of profits. It's really cutting into some of their profits. And so I know I've heard a lot of companies now are looking for alternate places to produce the games. And I'm not sure going forward how these tariffs are going to affect, because it's coming into the US. If games come into Canada or straight to the EU, is that going to be a different pricing? I'm not sure how it's all going to pan out, but that's probably one of the biggest news items right now, is how these tariffs are going to affect the price of the board games. Then also in news, there's another Lorcana release this Friday. I think it's Arcasia's Island. I'm not exactly sure. So if you collect Lorcana, you might want to check that one out too. It's always fun. We collect Lorcana, so getting the new releases and trying to hunt for some of those really fun cards. So when it comes to new releases that were released in February, I was just sort of going over some lists on some of my local game sites. And so I'm not doing these ones in order, just the order I came across them. So the first one is Azul Duel has come out, and I've already ordered this, and Mark picked it up. I've seen the gameplay of this, so I'm really interested. The gameplay looks a little different from the base game Azul, so I'm really interested in trying it. There's also a game called Castle Builder. It is a tile placement game that looks sort of fun. Everdell Duo, I think it's the Kickstarter that came out, because I ordered it off Board Game Bliss, and they do a lot of Kickstarters, so I'm not sure if it's out yet for retail, but I did order my copy from them. I know FinSpan released their retail release, so you could go in-store to buy it. If you've ordered it online, I think it's coming out this week. Forge has come out. That is in the series of Grove. It's a little card game with dice that you're trying to layer and get the most of certain items for points. And then Perch from Inside Out Games, they produced Earth. Their new game came out, and it is a fight for control of locations with little birds, and you're getting rid of other people's birds and getting your birds onto the game. So it looks sort of fun. I have that already waiting for me to try at home. So even though I've been here, I've still been following along on Kickstarter, so I have some games to share with you. So there's Biomes of Nilgiris. It's a journey into India's biodiversity, and that Kickstarter will end March 12th. It says explore, discover, and conserve the unique endemic species and natural wildlife. So that one looks fun. Then there is Fame and Fable, a fantasy board game, and that Kickstarter goes until March 18th. It's a competitive monster battling quest combining hand management, strategy, and push your luck. So that might interest you. There's a new one called Catopomp. It goes till March 22nd. It's a tactical card game about cats and souls. Fast playing with multiple hand management and dice drafting. So whenever there's a game about cats, I always like to check it out. And finally, I'm just going to mention a game called Artistry. This is coming to Kickstarter on March 4th. It's by the same company that did Botany and Fleur. And it's gather your artisans and create beautiful masterpieces in the Art Nouveau era. So that game looks really fun as well. And that's all I have for you at this point in time. So I hope you just keep watching, and we'll be back in April with a brand new update. In the meantime, we'll be posting a bunch of new videos this month.